Hey, I'm Chris, co-founder of GoodCourse, sharing a quick intro video for the GSV team. So Omar and I, my co-founder, met working together at another VC-backed startup way back in January 2020. Worked there for 18 months. Unfortunately, COVID wasn't very kind to the company at the time, so we did a lot of discovery work in different verticals for different use cases around the use of chatbot technology. And actually, during this process is where we discovered that a lot of companies struggle to get their employees to engage with really key messages and learning materials, particularly on things that aren't necessarily relevant to what the individual might have a vested interest in doing, things around compliance, culture, behaviors, values, these sorts of things. Now, realizing this problem space also related to the fact that in today's world now, there's far more distraction around us. We've got a plethora of digital tools at our disposal, personally and in our working lives, which means it's getting ever harder to win the fight for attention on the topics that matter. So combine all this and a desire to put our lockdown time to good use, we founded GoodCourse, or at least started building V1 of our MVP back then, and actually quite fast started getting really good user feedback around providing engaging content straight via text message to an end user's phone. Through this process and iteration, we quickly realized that actually there was a big market opportunity in making content hyper accessible, fresh, engaging, much like TikTok, Instagram, etc., but curated by what a company wanted to convey to its audience. We also found most resonance working with initially a younger generation who are used to using the likes of TikTok, Instagram. So actually find out now a lot of traction working with universities trying to engage their students on key behavioural inclusion topics like consent, harassment, active bystander, microaggressions, etc. All things that companies care about in general, but in this case apply to universities with students as their audience. We're doing some early work now with companies where knowledge workers are the audience, who are also, of course, very time poor and often don't dedicate much time to such activities. And this is where actually there's a lot of white space in terms of companies who aren't doing much at all on these topics as of yet, but also a lot of courses and LMS platforms that provide really dry and poorly engaged with course content. We often see clients having existing mechanisms in place or materials in place, see engagement rates as low as 1 or 2 or 3%. So the bar is pretty low in terms of what improvement, different, better can look and feel like. As shown in the application here so far, we've obviously shot from 0 to 200k ARR pretty rapidly in the last 9 months and have big plans to scale much more so into the workforce, micro learning space focused on predominantly compliance, inclusion related topics for the immediate to mid-term future as well. I'll pause there, but yeah, super excited to apply. Thanks for your time.